America is winning again like never before, and America is respected again, respected at the highest levels. Every country that comes to see me, they respect our country again. But while we are creating jobs and killing terrorists, the radical left, Democrats, is ripping our country apart. They're trying to overthrow American democracy and erase the votes of tens of millions of Americans. First, it was the Russia hoax. Then it was the Mueller witch hunt. You remember that one? So far, much more than 100%, because it goes before the election ever took place. We've been going through this from before the election took place. A bunch of bad people. And then one of the single greatest lies ever told by anybody in this government, and I think one of the great scandals right from the beginning, all of the things that they've been doing. And now, the absolutely crazed lunatics, the Democrats, radical left, and their media partners standing right back there. Are pushing the deranged impeachment witch hunt for doing nothing wrong. Doing nothing wrong. You know, we did nothing wrong, and they're doing nothing. True. They haven't done a thing. Since Nancy Pelosi is Speaker, they haven't done a thing. But once again, their lies will be exposed, just like the last times. Their schemes are already unraveling. You saw yesterday. How about when they asked these two never-Trumpers, what exactly do you think you impeach him for? And they stood there and went like, what? But they're unraveling, and their sinister plans will fail. They've already failed as far as I'm concerned. In fact, so as I'm getting out of that beautiful airplane, Air Force One, it is a beautiful plane. This just came out. Big story. New remarks from top Ukrainian official damages Democrats' impeachment narrative. Just came out. I only read it because they don't like to report stories like this. You know about that. Because we're fighting the Democrats, but much more difficult to fight is the fake news, I'm telling you. And they're a partnership. I call them a partnership made in hell. Here it is. Ukrainian foreign minister said on Thursday, listen to this though, and they won't even want to report it, because it ends it. It ends it. It's all about that. Ukrainian foreign minister said on Thursday that the United States ambassador did not link financial military assistance to a request for Ukraine to open up an investigation into former vice president and current Democratic president. Can you believe? Like, we need help to beat sleepy Joe Biden? I don't think so. You know, last election, by the way, I hate to say this, but now I have a lot of experience because experience is important. But talent is more important than experience, right? But I had no experience. Last election, we took down the Bush dynasty. It's okay. With no experience. Bush dynasty. Then we took down the Clinton dynasty. Then we took down the very crooked Obama group. So we took down Bush, Clinton, Obama, with no experience, but I had you, and we won. So think about that, and then think about me. Gee, let's get some help from Ukraine in order to beat Sleepy Joe Biden. I don't think so. So just to finish this up, so there was nothing, no link, no nothing to presidential candidate Sleepy Joe Biden. I added the word sleepy because this is a serious deal here. And his son, Hunter Biden. Hunter, where's Hunter? What happened to Hunter? I think he made more money than anybody in history for somebody with absolutely no talent or experience. He's #1 in the world. Okay, the ambassador did not tell us, and certainly did not tell me, about a connection between the assistance and the investigation. Never said. In other words, nothing happened. I have never seen a direct relationship between the investigations and security assistance. So they have said now nothing happened. And yet, you don't even read this. Now, it only came out a little while ago, in all fairness. I'll give him a chance. Can you report this tonight and tomorrow, please? So if Pelosi were honest, which she's not, and if Shifty Schiff, little Shifty Schiff, it's got the little 10-inch neck. What size shirts do you need, Adam? I wear a size 9. 9. He will not make the LSU football team, that I can tell you. Boom. And the neck is gone. Now, he's a bad guy. He's a dishonest guy. He's the guy that went up and fabricated a whole story and read what I supposedly said to the new and very good, I think, new Ukrainian president. And Adam Shifty Schiff went up and he made up, think of it, he made up my statement. And it was horrible what he said. And he finished it by saying, "You don't call me, I'll call you." I said, where did this come from? He's sick. He's sick. But then one thing happened. Here's what happened. You know what happened. I said, I better release the real call. So they had transcribers. The call is perfect. And we released it. And that was the beginning of the end for them. They are a disgrace. Now, they're just dishonest people. And honestly, they hurt our country incredibly badly. Because I don't like releasing calls with other presidents and prime ministers. You don't like to do that. You don't want to do that. But you had to. Because he totally fabricated, he made up my conversation. He's a thief, he's a crook. And you know what? He's a corrupt politician. And frankly, he should be prosecuted. The only problem is he has immunity because he's a congressman. And he made the statement in the halls of Congress. He made the statement while in that great, beautiful building, so therefore he has immunity. So he can be crooked as hell. In the meantime, they gave the Republicans, who, by the way, have really stuck together. It's a beautiful thing to see. So we don't have rights to lawyers. We don't have rights to anything. We don't have rights to, it's the most incredible thing. But you know what? By them being so ridiculous, people see we've been taken away. Our due process has been taken away. But here's what we have. We have truth. We have the fact that everything is absolutely perfect. Perfect. And based on the poll numbers and other numbers, but based on the poll numbers, the people of this country aren't buying it. You see it, because we're going up and they're going down. Let's keep it going for a while. Let's keep it going for a while. I mean, I have one problem. And it's been very hard on my family. Who ever heard, impeachment to me is a dirty word. It's been very unfair, very hard on my family. Me? It's my whole life. It's crazy. What a life I lead. You think this is fun, don't you? But it's been very hard on my family. Very, very hard. But I'll tell you what I found. The Republicans, they stick together they have really stuck. But you know what they're doing now? The Republicans are coming. Sir, our poll numbers are going through the roof. Do you think we could keep this going? I said, do me a favor. Let's get it ended. They said, but let's keep it going, President. It's so great. Because we've never had a time like this. I got a call from the evangelical leaders the other day, a whole lot of them. They said the church has never been more energized as it is right now because of what they're trying to do to our president, ever. So we have a great group of Republicans, but I said, you know, fellas, I don't know. But they actually said, let's keep this sucker going for a while, Mr. President. I said, I don't know, something nice about ending it, but it's dirty stuff. But let me just say, with this from the Ukrainian, right here, from the Ukrainian president and the Ukrainian foreign minister, this is the whole ballgame. So in theory, they should end it tonight, but they won't. They'll find something. They'll find something. These are very dishonest people. Democrats are trying to overthrow the last election because they know they're not going to win the next election. That's all it is. And never forget, the Democrats. The Democrats in Washington are trying to stop me because I'm fighting for you. Fighting for you. They're attacking and they don't. That's what he just said. They don't care about us. Who said that? Raise your hand. That's right. They don't. They don't care. And they don't care about African Americans. They talk. They work for the African American very hard 2 months before an election, and then people don't hear from them anymore. And remember when I said, what the hell do you have to lose? Remember that? They said that, they saw that, and you know what happened. We have the best employment numbers and the best unemployment numbers in the history of our country. Records. And they're attacking me, and they're attacking the Republican Party, really. It's an attack on the whole party, because I'm taking on the broken establishment and restoring government's loyalty to the people. If you want to see what corruption looks like, just watch the video of Sleepy Joe and watch him as he brags about withholding $1 billion in aid money to Ukraine until Ukraine fires the prosecutors, gets rid of the prosecutor that's been going after his son and his son's company in Ukraine. His son got millions of dollars from a company. See how much he made before the father was vice president. So, no experience, no nothing, millions of dollars, paid approximately $168,000 a month, plus millions of dollars with no experience. Would anybody here take that job? I think so. I think so. I think I might take that job, okay? That's a good job. And then Hunter flew to China. You know, we're making a great deal with China, or we're taking in billions in tariffs. I can live either way. They want to make the deal much more than I do. But he flew to China with his father on Air Force Two, which is a slightly smaller version of Air Force One. And while the vice president was going soft on China, his son picks up $1.5 billion for his stupid fund that he never did before. Meaning he could make tens of millions of dollars a year. And I was with the top Wall Street people the other day. They love us because we're setting records every week virtually on this island. So, which, by the way, means companies coming in and jobs, jobs, jobs. That's what it's about. But I was with the top guys that I was talking to them, and these are guys that do this for a living. I said, can you go into China and pick up 1.5 billion in 10 minutes? They said, impossible. I said, well, supposing like you guys, can you do it? Can't do it. Can't do it. But a guy with no experience can do it, and the fake news doesn't even want to write about it. But it will become a major campaign issue. It will become